get you by the goosebumps, goosebumps. Gotta get you by the goosebumps, gotcha. They're gonna get you by the goosebumps, goosebumps. Gotta get you by the
Hello and welcome to Drunken Book Club. I'm your host, Christopher the I'm a Little Person, Rupel, played by Warwick Davis. And joining me today is...
I am the sister that clearly has some kind of neurodiversity going on, Sam.
Oh my god, you noticed that too. Okay, good. Sorry.
We'll talk about that.
What? Okay, hold on.
I'm the horny general, Juan.
The lonely but horny. I am the dog tied up that's not in the cartoon, or not in the show, sadly. Weiss.
They couldn't afford a Rottweiler.
They couldn't afford a cute little Rottweiler.
No, they spent
to be tied up.
They spent that money on a raccoon for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I swear they just found one outside and just were like, there we go.
Quick,
Get the footage!
That's a possum. We'll fix it in post.
No, they found a possum. They could only afford a possum, and then they just put a tail on it and just shot it in really low light and was like, no one's gonna know.
No
one's gonna know.
Who's gonna know? No one's gonna know.
Except their walks are very different, but shh.
And, sorry, I guess we should probably say what we read this week, or this time on Drunken Book Club. We read Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, book number 34, rule 34 of Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes doesn't exist. Make it happen.
No,
actually, that's not
don't,
true.
Please.
I think there are actual pictures of the gnomes, but they're from the movie.
Oh, okay.
So, there you go. But it still counts. Well, now that we've gotten off that side, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. What are your guys' kind of thoughts on this one? I read the book. We all watched the TV show episode commutatively. How did you guys partake in this one?
It was
How did you partake in it?
I did the modern recording of the audiobook that's on the library.
So that's why Sam was able to learn about why that teenage daughter has OCD or something.
Yeah. It doesn't have in the TV show, obviously, because they don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And it's also, they kind of combined her and Moose into the same character.
Oh.
So they're not tickling each other or getting on top of each other and pounding and hopping on top of each other. Very sexual
Weird
manners, Moose. What is happening at home? We need to talk, child.
Because, like, there's a thing where it mentions that she's overly serious. Like, is one of those that takes everything seriously. Mm-hmm. Her clothes are in, like, the rainbow, like, it has to go red to orange to yellow
when
to
she
green.
puts them away.
When she puts them away, they cannot be out of order. She will
doesn't
freak out.
She also doesn't like how Dad's yard looks because it's unorganized, and she has to have her food in a very particular way.
They can't touch,
and she has to put it in like a very specific way, or else she won't eat it.
I'm giving her up for adoption.
She's some form of neurodivergent, whether it be OCD, autism, something of that nature, because it has to be very like controlled.
Yeah, I put that in my notes, being like, this is going to be like a throwaway, but I'm glad you noticed it, because like I figure I'm assuming you both did the 97, 98 or whatever.
I did the audiobook,
with Charlie Adler.
The voice acting for Mindy sounded so familiar too. I didn't just take the time to look for it, but she sounded very familiar.
I'll look it up.
But yeah, the little kid is voiced by Harold from Hey Arnold.
Yeah, I hear it immediately.
Yep.
So Weiss, you didn't care for this one.
No, I've done an audiobooks and we've done the robot voice. Yeah. And what was the last one we did? I can't remember.
Like the story or what?
Story wise. The last Goosebumps we did with an audiobook. Not a Give Yourself Goosebumps.
Oh, the short story? That was like I can't remember.
I can't remember. But either way, like the audiobooks or the short stories with the robot voices, those ones had me more engaged than this one did, because there's so much going on.
Mindy was Debbie Derryberry.
Debbie Derryberry?
Yeah.
Who that?
She's Jimmy Neutron.
Oh!
See? There you go. I knew something.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, I know that's a...
Yeah, that name sounds
She's
familiar.
Jimmy Neutron. She's in the Amazon show where it's about a family.
F is for family. She's the little girl that's just... It's Jimmy Neutron voice.
Oh, see? I knew. I called it.
I met her once. She's very lovely.
Yeah. Got a blast.
But yeah, just like, it was a shame that the voice acting was really well done, but at the time, the story was just like...
Wasn't up to par for you.
It was a paycheck.
It was not.
Yeah.
For this, it was a paycheck for him.
That's disappointing. Because I always like seeing whenever the cassette ones are available.
Yeah.
To listen to, because I'm like, oh, those ones tend to be better. They
Yeah.
tend to be more entertaining. But yeah, I mean, I'll give it to you guys. This wasn't like the one I would say this deserves an adaptation for it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Camp Jelly Jam should have had the adaptation on the tape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with Camp
Not
Jelly
this.
Jam, there we go, Camp Jelly Jam. That one, I listened into the robot voice, and but I still had more like, oh snap, what's actually happening there?
And I did,
Yeah.
and with the modern recording, it was the same thing for me of like where I was a lot more engaged, and it wasn't necessarily the voice actor.
yeah.
It was just. It
The-
felt
the
like it was
story.
rambling.
It's the story
Yep.
of like a good.
It's a what's it called? It's another Boy Who Cried Wolf style story. That's what
literally
this one is.
That's the other note I put. I was like, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it wasn't Boy Who Cried Wolf that gets gaslit by gnomes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they did a better job of it this time versus Girl Who Cried Monster. But that's just a personal thing, I think. I think it might just because a lot of the prose in this one, because you guys are probably going to be missing out on a lot of the really good writing in this.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good descriptions. Like, there's literally a page of like some of the best writing I've ever read, and I'm like, that's not RL writing this.
Yeah.
There are some really good prose moments, but I think it's the problem of like overall the story. I'm still like, get on with it.
I don't know. I never had a moment. I only started feeling kind of frustrated with like of like them wanting them to keep going at the end when they finally figure out that they're not actually lawn gnomes, but they're mischief elves.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, this is fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah,
I knew this, but like, come on, let's get on with it.
That's
Yeah.
definitely the part I was like,
Like it
Gnomes.
really fell apart at the end.
Yeah.
Like whoever wrote this one, because I have a feeling this one was not an RL. I think
I
this
agree.
one was a ghost written, one of the earliest ghost written. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, there's too much child porn in it to be.
There's a lot of weird, like horny moments.
Yeah, there's a couple times where I'm like, this is
like
weird.
Moose is weirdly horny.
I was gonna report it to the what is it?
DCS.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something, because like Moose is like he's touching our main kid here a little freaky, a little weirdly.
He has he has some boundary issues at least.
Yeah, when they said tickle instead of like punching or like roughhousing, I'm like,
Tickle.
who
I will say,
who does that?
That is a very RL actually.
the other thing I did not like, and this is more specific to the voice actor, is for Moose, he would do almost what sounds like a pseudo Bobcat Goldthwait voice. He'd be like, tickle!
Oh my god.
I'm Super Moose!
I used to be able to do a Bobcat.
And it was so annoying. I'm like, Moose, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Moose. I don't care.
Shut the fuck up. Market Zero Moose.
But yeah, so that's where I know that was just more specifically that, because that voice just annoyed the shit out of me.
I think what I enjoyed out of like the whole book the most is the two adults fighting. It's like,
Oh yeah, the freaking dad and Mr. McWhatever.
yeah, I
Douchebag.
enjoyed that part more than the kids part because like they were actually actively like going at each other like,
Yeah.
well, if you weren't such a like kind of
If you
deal.
weren't such a slack-jawed yokel, and if you weren't such a limp dick bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that, I was like, okay, the parents are actually like doing something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they actually were in to do something.
So, guys, what did you think this one was going to be about before? Like, I don't know if you guys were familiar with the story of Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes before we got into this one.
I was not, so.
What did you think this one was going to be about, Sam?
So obviously I knew it was going to be about the Lawn Gnomes becoming sentient because no fucking duh.
Yeah.
But I thought it would
There's a fucking inanimate character with legs coming to life? What is this, a Goosebumps book?
Yeah. But I was more thinking it would be revenge of like, there was another one that got broken or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought it was going to be like Joe and Moose dicking around in the front yard, and Chip gets shattered, and Hap takes revenge.
That'd be actually a good idea.
Yeah.
And like, they do try to put him back together, but he's dead now by gnome terms.
Yeah.
He's all deformed. Help me, please, kill me.
Why am I alive?
You're my best friend forever.
Well,
I'm just a little messed up.
What about you, Weiss and Juan? Did you guys kind of already know this one?
I knew this one from the TV show.
Yeah. What about you, Weiss?
I expected like more gnomes, not just the two. I mean, we ended up with more
Is it
gnomes
because
at
of
the
the
end.
movie?
No, I didn't watch the movie. I haven't watched the movie, or I haven't watched. I didn't watch the series either.
Yeah.
But I have expected like the gnomes to not just stick to one lawn.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to like take revenge on all the lawns, and then everybody's going to be upset at this one kid.
Yeah.
To make it more like intensive, like everyone is against this kid. It's just like, or the kids in
See,
general.
that's because that's a more creative idea, Weiss.
Yeah, so it would be more fun and more higher stakes because it's not just one lawn or one guy that's mad at this kid. It was like the whole neighborhood was mad at this family in general. That would have been fun.
Yeah, for reference for the movie one, they're actually like actual lawn gnomes, and they're like a swarm of lawn gnomes.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty cool scene, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they break them, and they just magically reform.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's kind of,
crazy.
and it's kind of horrifying to just see him just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminator
Yeah,
1000 kind of vibe.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about this cover. I have a false memory. I have a Mandela.
Oh, God.
A Mandela effect, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think it's something, and
I always thought that he had his finger in his nose, that he was picking his nose on the cover. But it turns out, no, it was changed. In what's called, Jacobus was forced to change it with him not having his finger in his nose before it went into print. So, I don't know. I just always had this false impression, because in the art book, it explains that they had to change it, and they even have the art where he has his finger in his nose.
So at some
Were
point,
there
maybe
any-
you've seen it.
yeah,
I don't think I
were there
did.
any printings
Is it?
with the
Oh, yeah,
with the booger?
With the booger. No, there's no printings with him with his finger up his nose. It's that cover right there. And then also the extremely disappointing 2012 reprint cover, which I absolutely hate because it's like two ugly fucking gnomes.
Yeah, like they look like
They're just
creepypasta
fucking-
gnome kind
yeah.
of thing. Like you
Constipated gnomes?
no, they're just evil. They're just generic evil
Yeah,
gnomes.
they're
Yeah,
just like-
they look like the
they-
creatures from the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, they kind of do look like the main characters.
Yeah.
I played the game and seen the movie, but I can't remember what they're called.
I can't remember what they're called either.
Because no one cares about the Dark Crystal.
Sadly.
Ew.
It kinda-
Ew.
It kind of gives like we have red caps at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Sam was showing them.
What a downgrade.
The cover of the reprint, which, yeah, I was about to say, usually the reprint is really good. I actually like the reprint.
Yeah.
This is one of those times I say, hell no.
You want to
I
know
don't
what it
want
is? It's because we're going from like a good bump of Camp
Jelly Jam.
Camp Jelly Jam. I almost said Count Jelly Jam.
I want
blah blah.
I want to absorb your blood.
We're going from that to like a very like
Mid-book.
mediocre at best.
Yeah, mediocre indeed. I mean, hey, after this, if I'm not mistaken, I think it is A Shocker on Shock Street. That's a pretty good one if memory serves me correct. I know, I was about to do the shocker. Yeah. But I gotta compliment this cover, actually. This is actually one I really like. Despite the gnomes, I love the detail of, like, just the pink flamingo, the actual deer where they're supposed to be sitting at.
Yep.
Love the baseball on the lawn. Like, there's a lot of weird details on this cover that I just really like.
Yeah, and it tells the story, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you obviously know that some kids baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the classic trope of our ball got sent over in a yard.
Yep. And then bam, the fucking moon shining down on the fucking orb that people put in front of their fucking lawns, shining down, glistening in the moonlight. Love it. Love this cover. I just wish he had his finger up his nose. Fuck you, Scholastic, for not letting Jacobus have the finger up the nose. Alright, guys, let's get into this story. And don't be afraid to interrupt with your notes, your jokes, your sound effects, and all that jazz. Joe Burton and his sister Mindy are playing a game of ping pong in their basement. The game halts when Moose McCall, Joe's neighbor and best friend, stops by for a visit. Joe and Moose share something in common. Their fathers are both obsessed with gardening. That's a really lame thing to have in common, guys.
Look,
you don't like anything else together?
They're in the suburbs in the Midwest. What else?
What else is there to do?
Fingering each other.
I mean, that's what they do in the garden.
We have 2 moons and no women. What do you expect us to do?
The two men are in constant rivalry over whose garden looks better. Now that summer has arrived, Mr. Bill McCall has been growing cassava melons, which Joe's dad, Jeffrey, scoffs at, claiming the growing season in Minnesota is too short to develop them sufficiently. Which, I mean, I think he's right.
He's right.
Like, melons take a long time to grow, and I don't think they will grow well in Minnesota.
You usually need like a hot.
Yeah.
A temperate.
They would at least need probably a greenhouse and not just out in a garden.
Yeah.
He himself is growing tomatoes. With the annual garden show right around the corner, the two men are locked in a heated battle for first place, especially after Joe's father won the previous year. The kids head outside and Mindy sees their dog Buster digging in Mr. McCall's garden. Unfortunately, this is far from the first time he's done this. The dog seems to love digging holes and helping himself to the gardens many vegetables.
See, so I thought something was gonna happen with that.
Mhm.
Like, I thought he was gonna find, like, other gnomes dug under or something like that, or something to add to, like, the mystery.
Oh, that'd be too cool of an idea.
Yeah,
Louise.
like-
finding gnomes hidden away underneath the
Because,
ground.
like, why is he constantly going into his yard? He's looking for something
So-
besides just being a jerk.
Also, another thing I think of is just like who lets their dog out in the front yard?
Yo, no. What my big problem is, I don't think it's the backyard.
It's the
No,
backyard.
I thought it was the front yard.
It sounds like the backyard.
It sounds like the backyard. I
Yeah.
don't think they have fences.
I don't think either way. I don't think they have fences. 'cause-
Yeah. Like, these
'cause
fuckers
at
don't
one
have
point-
fences, and I'm like, what kind of fucking suburban neighborhood is this shit?
Yeah, they just have the brushes, if anything.
Yeah.
Just like,
And for a Rottweiler, that's fucking nothing. Like,
yeah.
oh no, go around a bush.
Yeah. Jump it, go right through it, because it's a Rottweiler.
No, because they have to take him to the backyard. He says keep him out of the front yard
Nah.
at one point.
I think that's at one point. Ah,
But either way, it's still one of those, like, the dog just keeps getting out way too easily, where I'm like,
yeah.
Was that
maybe
a
that's kind of your problem of you got a dog that you're not looking after, that...
What is this, a res dog?
I was about to say, it's a Rottweiler. Rottweilers have a lot of energy and do need to be walked every day, and I feel like they're not walking this poor dog every day.
Hold on,
Well, he was, what was it? Chained to the chained to the backyard.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, they're a working dog. They need something to do if you're not going to give them.
Yeah. Joe and his sister successfully lure Buster from the garden, but not before Bill McCall, I like that they just call him Bill McCall instead of Mr. McCall, steps out and sees Buster with dirt on his paws. Joe is terrified of Mr. McCall. The man is large and used to barking orders from his time in the army. Joe is able to make a quick excuse, and Minnie promises Buster won't come near his garden again. This seems to please Bill McCall, who threatens to send Buster to the pound if he catches him digging around again. He then orders Moose to go water his casabas.
Casaba man.
I thought he was gonna
Casabas.
kill the dog.
Yeah, no, I was worried it was going to be a fucking, like, Gremlins reference where it was, like, the whole...
Oh yeah, that's gonna come up later. Actually, I didn't realize that there's another connection to Gremlins. This book, I feel like may have been inspired by Gremlins.
Also, that lady in Gremlins can go fuck herself.
Yes.
So, unrelated, just wanted to say that, because seriously.
Yeah.
Joe and Mindy head back home when they're stopped by their father. He's upset because he saw a fruit fly on his prized tomato,
Oh my gosh, I hated that part.
and he has the two kids help him spray the garden. To celebrate saving the tomatoes, Jeffrey drags Joe and Mindy along on a trip to Lawn Lovely, a nearby store specializing in lawn ornaments, which is a fucking dad thing to do.
Yeah. I was like, hey, good job, guys. Let's go get some ornaments.
Yeah, let's go to the place that I want to go to. That no one else in this house
Go to Home
likes.
Depot.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do the same thing. Hey, let's go to Best Buy.
And then we get ice cream.
I wouldn't get ice cream.
Ice cream.
No, we go to McDonald's, but only get a black coffee.
There's
Yeah, no, that was...
there's a video I love.
Well, and then you can sue because if you drink it, oh, it's too hot. Remember
I mean,
that?
technically-
Remember that bullshit?
It left her with, like, third-degree burns, and she was in the hospital, like,
Yeah.
fighting for her life.
Yeah, I'm like,
gosh.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was that hot where it was, like,
Yeah.
dangerous. Like, Jesus Christ.
There's this video I love. It's like a
Of
TikTok.
seeing this
basically.
woman getting burned and alive.
No, it's a mom and a dad going to like a coffee shop, and the daughter asks like, "Hey, can I have a cookie?" And she's like, "We have cookies at home," and she's like, "We have coffee at home." So she's like, "Can I get a cookie too?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's. I hope my kids like that at some point."
That's scripted.
Smart.
There, I said it. It's scripted.
It's
Oh, yeah.
scripted.
That child is scripted.
It could be.
Probably if it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
On
Let's be
TikTok,
real.
he said.
Same thing, though. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Joe's dad loves decorating his garden with lawn ornaments, which decorate the Burtons' whole front yard. There are plastic flamingos and a plastic deer. There's plaster skunks and kissing swans. In addition to owning and buying them, Joe's father dresses the lawn ornaments up on the holidays. And their yard once appeared in the paper at Christmas, when he dressed all the ornaments as Santa's helpers, much to Mindy's embarrassment.
I'm gonna say this though.
Yeah.
Look, as much as a pussy as the dad is, we all know that he has like an 8-inch dick and is like,
Oh, yeah.
is
yeah.
like fucking the neighbors.
He can't have shorts on because of how big that dick is.
Yeah.
In the book, he wasn't that like.
No, in
No. In the
Would
show,
be-
it's greatly
the show, he's a Melvin.
exaggerated.
The show, he's a Melvin, but he's cast to look right.
Yeah.
But in the book version of the dad, he fucks.
Yeah.
Like
He's got that one heavy ass lawn gnome on his shoulder, and
Yeah,
he's
like-
good to go.
like it's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So you know all the neighborhood moms go over to his house.
Yeah.
Jesus. Fix it, Spongy.
She's over in the yard petting Ted. That's all I heard.
As the three arrive at the store, Joe's father tells Lila Anderson, the hard of hearing store owner, that he's seeking something new. Immediately.
You want to know why? You want to know why she's hard of hearing? Ear fucks.
God, scary movie style.
Once you go, Mr. Anderson, you go deaf.
Mr. Burton.
Or Mr. Burton, you go deaf.
And the old lady being a hag, but because she got all of these sentient gnomes.
I thought they were going to go into that too.
Yeah.
Immediately, a pair of lawn gnomes catch his eye. Mindy is repulsed at the sight of them. There's something unfriendly about their smiles, and their eyes seem cold, like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's eyes.
However, despite their protests, their father buys the two gnomes and names them Hap and Chip. One for his happy expression, and the other for a chip on his tooth.
Uh-huh.
The three struggle homeward carrying the heavy lawn gnomes, and Joe's father places Hap and Chip in the garden. Buster begins to examine the gnomes, licking their face and forcing Joe to lure him away with a dog whistle. To his surprise, Joe sees the expression of the gnome change from a grin to an open-mouth expression of fear. Joe shouts and tells everyone what he's seen, but by the time they look at the gnome, the expression is back to the same smile.
Gaslight.
I wanted a kiss from the dad, not the dog.
With a big old non-happy...
Gaslight, gnome boss, gatekeep.
It was a little bit. It was like a sprinkle of foreshadowing.
Yeah, this one has a little bit of sprinkling all over.
The next morning, Joe wakes up to an angry Bill McCall. He reveals to Joe and his father that one of his cassava, the last melon, was smashed into pieces during the night. The blame immediately falls on Buster, who is then tied up in the backyard and prevent him from entering Bill's garden again. Like, ugh.
Which
God.
Buster hates.
Yeah.
But he's just not like the dog getting tied up.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, bro, first off, like, you think that the owners wouldn't know where the dogs are?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Like, the only time we ever tied up a dog at my house was when we were at the old house, and it was just one dog that would always get out of the yard.
Yeah.
Like, she just couldn't help but get out of the yard. And
well, and if no one's there,
exactly.
right? Like, that makes... And if they're not house trained, that's a different thing, too.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things, I'm like, oh my god.
You couldn't just bring the dog inside and then...
Yeah, you're gonna take the word of this...
And Buster has a
asshole.
stub. He's not gonna knock anything down with his tail.
Yeah. Like, and there's so much proof to benefit Buster, right? It's like,
Yeah.
the dad has his own garden.
Yeah.
If he was destructive, it would have happened at his garden first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Initially thinking raccoons must be responsible for the smashed cassava melon. Joe knows Buster must be innocent and grows angry at Bill. Later, Moose comes over. And this is where it gets freaky. And the two play ring toss using the gnome's pointy hands.
That's their nice way of saying they have erections in there, and it's just their tents.
As they play, Joe notices an orange seed sticking out of Chip's mouth and struggles to find a proper explanation for it. In the morning, the Burton family are once again called out by Bill, who shows them that the rest of the cassava melons have been vandalized. Sloppy, smiley faces are drawn on the melons in black marker, which Joe realizes a raccoon isn't responsible for. Not true. They have opposable thumbs.
They have opposable
It is
thumbs.
possible.
He never brings up the raccoons that time around, and I also thought it was with paint, not with marker.
It sounds like paint
It
because they're painting the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spongy fixes.
Spongy
not
double
sure.
check it and then fix it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure, because I thought it said marker, but I could be wrong. But either way.
Spongy, whenever it references the cassava melons, put big juicy melons instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change it to the juiciest melons.
Mindy reveals that she caught Joe sneaking out the previous night, and he told her he planned to destroy the rest of Mr. McCall's melons.
Snitch.
Joe swears he is innocent, and that he actually went outside to calm Buster down, as Buster was howling. He adds...
Chapter 12, black paint, the same color as the smiley faces on Mr. McCall's cassavas.
There you go.
Okay,
There
there we
Black
go.
paint, spongy fix it.
Get fucked. He adds that he went outside to calm Buster down as Buster was howling. He adds that he was actually joking when he told Mindy he wanted to wreck the cassavas, and says he'd actually never really do anything like that.
I would do it, bro.
Guys, can't you take a joke? I was just kidding.
However,
Wouldn't it be funny if I just pounded your face in?
it's a joke. However, his father doesn't believe him. Oh, dads. And grounds him for 2 weeks. One for vandalizing the melons, and another one for lying about it.
You're a liar, you getting this.
I did appreciate the difference between the show. It's like, yeah, no, that kid's not touching my yard after what he just did.
So
the book.
in the book, he's like, I'm gonna make you fix the yard. And then Mr. McCall's like, fuck no, I don't want that kid touching my shit.
Yeah.
And in the show, they actually have him help out in the yard, which I think they just needed to pad time.
Yeah, pretty much. With nothing to do, Joe takes Buster for
And
a walk.
nowhere to go, I want to be sedated.
I was low-key upset just because I was like, the mom gave in so easily. It's like, no, you're grounded.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I need to take him for a walk. Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, no, that with my family, that would not fly.
I feel like that's an okay thing to do, but he has to come right back. Like he has to be like 30-minute walk. You can't fuck around.
You can't go to the fucking lake and like...
It should be a chore, not a reward.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I feel like walking the dog should be part of a daily routine and not just be a reward.
I don't know. If my parents would be like, no, hell no.
I feel like with my parents, it'd probably be more like, again, like what Chris said of like, if it was a chore.
Yeah.
And again, it should be a daily thing that you do anyways, not a reward, but like that dog needs exercise and to go out.
When he arrives home, Joe notices black paint on the gnome's fingers. He once again...
I thought it was marker from earlier, huh?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Bitch boy.
Spongy, please fix it. We already asked you, but still, fix it again. He once again witnesses the gnome's expression change and comes to the conclusion that the gnomes must be alive. As Joe lies down on the grass, he thinks he hears the gnomes whispering to him. He tries to tell his family about what he saw and heard, but they disregard his story as an unfunny joke.
That's what you get for being a bitch boy.
Not funny at all. Not funny at all. I think
Not funny at all.
like...
Not funny at all.
Not funny, Joe.
Not funny, Joe.
Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
Not funny, Joe.
After dinner, Jeffrey... Who's Jeffrey? Oh, is that the dad?
That's the dad. I don't know why whoever wrote this is like, nah, we're on a first name basis with the parents.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't
With all the
respect them.
adults.
I don't respect their authority, so I'm just going to call them by their name.
I don't remember their names.
When you
at that
have
point.
what's it called? It's not a very common thing when you have the parents' first names in the book, so.
Yeah,
That's true. After dinner, Jeffrey finds his tomatoes have been squashed all over the yard and grows enraged. He goes into rage. Joe tells him the gnomes are to blame and drags his dad to them to prove it, only to discover absolutely no signs of tomato on the gnomes. Jeffrey blames Bill for wrecking his tomatoes, and the two get in a heated argument.
I want to beat your ass.
Later that night, Joe is restless thinking about the gnomes. He looks out the window and discovers the two of them are gone. He tries to wake up his parents and Mindy, but they seem fed up with his constant gnome talk. He goes outside to investigate further, but Moose catches him. Why is Moose out there? Like, seriously?
Because he saw him. Because Moose was like, I saw you out there and I want to touch you.
Oh, God. Before they look further, both of their fathers see them and demand they come inside. Joe insists the gnomes are missing, and his father grudgingly agrees to look. To Joe's relief, his father agrees that they're missing. Yep. A moment later, the lawn gnomes appear, having been hidden in the late-night fog, ending the matter.
Such a fucking pointless thing.
I hated it.
That was so dumb.
I was really hoping they'd be missing.
Right?
Yeah.
Nope. You don't get that cool shit.
Yeah.
Strange, mischievous things continue to happen as the next morning, Bill's Jeep has been vandalized with white paint. Moose informs Joe that his father is pressing charges, and Joe knows that once the police investigate, the blame will fall on him. As Joe then notices a trail of paint leading to where the gnomes stand, Joe is determined to catch them in action. He convinces Moose to help him set a trap for them. Hours pass, spying on them, and the gnomes remain as still as statues. At the last second, the gnomes start to move and begin causing mischief. Joe and Moose slowly follow the gnomes, but all the noise wakes up Buster. The dog barks and alerts the gnomes of their presence. They start to chase after Joe and Moose until the two reach the porch. They are stopped by Mindy, who is then grabbed by the gnomes and carried into the street.
Yeah, that was freaky.
I was like, damn, I didn't realize how strong these guys are.
Yeah.
Joe and Moose chase after the gnomes until they are eventually face to face with Hap and Chip. The gnomes tell the children they mean no harm. We mean no harm. We mean no harm.
I hated that.
And they constantly repeat their fucking words. I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
And only wanted to get their attention. They explain that they are mischief elves, and that causing mischief is simply in their nature. Like picking up a piece of fucking concrete and putting it in a mailbox. That's not mischief. That's just stupid.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this?
They reveal that they were kidnapped from their native home and forced to work as lawn ornaments. Did you like the change of voice there?
Yes.
They beg the children to help them free 6 other gnomes who are trapped in the basement of Lawn Lovely. If they do, the gnomes promise they will cease their mischief forever.
But it's in their nature, so they couldn't. That is already a flawed promise.
Well, they said they'd go back to the forest.
So,
Yeah.
they're just going to do whatever the fuck mischief is in the forest.
Yeah.
Shoving their fingers up deer's butts.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it just
Preventing
like...
them from pooping. Joe and his sister agree, and they follow the gnomes back to the store.
They make their way into the basement and discover the gnomes were lying to them. A horde of over 600 gnomes is waiting for them. The mob moves in on the three, promising that they are going to have so much fun.
We're gonna have so much fun with our little fingers in your tiny buttholes.
Also, the other thing I'm like, before it was revealed that no, they are just full of shit, I was like, does Miss Anderson know that these are sentient creatures?
No.
She doesn't hear.
Yeah, she can't hear shit.
If they're messing around, she doesn't hear it.
She just thinks she has dementia when
Oh my
shit
gosh.
gets moved or stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
she's just like, why is that moved again?
Why do I have so much gnomes? And why don't I put them out more? It's just-
yeah, there's 600 of them. I was like, is she running a fucking, like, slave trade? Is she trafficking?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like her
trafficking
being like
gnomes.
her being like a part of the problem would have been amazing. It's
yeah, like, I thought
like
was
she
gonna-
knows these gnomes.
I make so much money off of these fuckers, you think I'm gonna...
I'm gonna quit selling them.
Also, 600 is just very specific.
But the-
Like, it's a very specific
And
amount
that's a
of
lot
gnomes.
of fucking gnomes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
there's no way her basement can hold
and
that
they're
many
all
gnomes.
3 foot.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes. Like it bothers the heck out of me. One, why is she selling more than just the two?
why
if
did she only put 2
600?
out at a time?
Yeah.
I get why you don't want to put all 600 out at a time.
'Cause she can't pick them up.
But she
the
needs to at
stairs.
least put like 10 out there. She's,
Yeah, if you put like 10, that would be...
She gets too winded after 2, okay, guys? And then she
Yeah.
forgets about it until they're
she
gone.
could just ask fucking Mr.
Jerry
Burton.
Jerry McDo over there.
Yeah, after he fucks her to just like, can you move some of the lawn gnomes up into the...
They forget after fucking.
True.
True. The gnomes chant over what they should do with their new prisoners. Joe initially thinks they can shout for Lila Anderson to rescue them, but the gnomes scoff at this because of her hearing loss. The kids hear,
She's a
but
deaf-ass bitch.
they have
She's
whole
the
ass...
sable.
You know they have huge ass orgies down there.
Oh,
And she
God.
doesn't hear shit.
There's a lot of clinking.
She's probably the host, though. Like, she's the one who's like, hey, leave your keys at the door. Here's the party pack.
I think Sam's referring to that. It's just the gnomes having the orgies.
Yeah, just the gnomes.
Yeah, but it's her house. So she's being a good host.
She just doesn't... she doesn't participate. It's not her thing.
Yeah. She's not into gnomes.
Who would have gnomed?
The kids hear barking and realize that Buster has followed them. The dog peeks his head in, but quickly trots away, seeming disinterested.
Classic dog.
Joe grabs his dog whistle to whistle for him to get back, but the gnomes grab it off of him. After a brief but intense struggle, Joe claims it back and blows it, to make Buster come back. He then discovers the gnome freezing up in terror, and concludes the gnomes were scared of the sound of the dog whistle,
Not Buster.
and not Buster.
Gosh.
Hoping the gnomes are permanently frozen, the three escape the shop.
Yippee!
And that was so dumb, too.
Yeah.
I hated the...
I like the idea of using a dog whistle. Like, it's such a generic thing, but it's like, it kind of makes sense. It's like, oh, the high-pitched
High
sound.
pitch, yeah.
You know?
And they are ceramic.
You know, wait, hold up. I just realized something. They use the same thing in Gravity Falls, that the gnomes in Gravity Falls are affected by the dog whistle.
Oh my
I'm
God.
wondering if that was inspired by this story.
Because I watched the first episode where they don't have the dog whistle.
Yeah, it's
but
Gideon.
it's like the season
Gideon-
finale of season 1.
Yeah, Gideon blows on a fucking dog whistle. And
Spongy,
they're like,
look into this.
They're not frozen, they just hate it.
Yeah, they just hate it. They're not lawn gnomes. They're just regular gnomes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's a reference.
They
Oh.
also kidnap a like tweenage girl
Yes.
Oh,
in
what's her
Gravity
name?
Falls.
Redhead?
Mabel. No, they
Not
kidnap
Mabel?
Mabel.
Mabel, not fucking.
I haven't
Linda
watched the whole
Cardellini.
series. I want to. I just...
Oh, we keep telling you to.
I know, you keep telling me.
We need to force you to watch it for fucking what's it called?
I finished regular show. I finished Adventure Time. I just need to finish
This
Gravity
one's
Falls.
shorter than both of those.
I
It's
know.
only 2 seasons.
Combined.
Yeah.
Combined.
The next morning, their father is saddened to the apparent theft of the gnomes.
Gnomes.
Their replacement is a large plaster gorilla. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Which Joe's mother finds her to shut up. That's why he's cheating on you.
Yeah. So he's
Joe and
fucking
Mindy
gorilla.
decide anything's better than the gnomes and tell their dad they love it. Joe looks up at the gorilla and tells it to be a good gorilla and to not be like the gnomes. In response, the gorilla winks at him.
That was. I hate that fucking ending so goddamn much. It's like, what does it even mean? Is it just? It's gonna be a jovial little gorilla? Are they gonna go on fucking adventures now?
No, it's all the coke that the dad has done catching up to him.
Ah, okay. It's just the son being like, "Ooh, I finally got this in my system." So, guys, do you have any random notes for this one?
I said most of mine, because, I was like, when I first heard this stuff of, like, how much she must need order, I'm like, girl, I think you have some kind of thing going on.
I really like the point that you brought up, though, that is, like, the ending could have involved a hag.
Yeah.
It could have involved turning, like, the parents into gnomes or something cool. Like, something actually cool. And then it was just like, oh, dog whistle, and then gorilla.
Yep. And also even, like, what causes the gnomes to act out instead of just, we're mischief.
Yeah.
It was like, again, revenge assumes that they did something wrong first and it's retaliation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not just...
And it would have been so much more of, like, depth for the gnomes, rather than, like, oh, it's in our nature, you gotta hate us.
Okay, I was trying to remember what I meant by first page and phrasing Joe, and I think I found it. That's me, Joe Burton. I'm 12, and there's nothing I love better than slamming the ball in my older sister's face.
Phrasing.
Phrasing, Joe. Phrasing.
Only when it descended at that.
Phrasing.
Here are the pop culture references. The Minnesota Vikings, Jell-O, and MTV.
I want my MTV.
Beverly Hillbillies.
IP.
I also did a little research on the food Buster eats in the garden. Tomatoes are okay, but need to be limited. Lettuce is fine. Zucchinis are also fine. And I also like that later on they share ice cream with the dog, chocolate chip cookie dough, and somehow Buster doesn't eat the chocolate chips. Sure, Jan.
He knows how to just, like, pick around it, basically.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that, the chocolate chip cookie dough, and I was like, no. Although, to be fair...
He's a big dog. He probably would be fine.
I was gonna say, I realize I'm like, for a Rottweiler, it would take a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
And there's not that much in chocolate chip cookie dough, because,
Page 21 has the ant crying with a knapsack meme. What the fuck did I mean by that? I think I see the image in my head of that one ant with the knapsack and, like, it's slowly, like, walking away. I think it's in reference to the bug spray they use.
Oh, the Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, sad flick with the the hobo bindle, like, looking sad.
Yeah. R.L. Stine said he wasn't happy with the writing on this one, and I have to disagree. I do agree that the stale character tropes are grating, but the nighttime world that he writes about is truly amazing and paints a wonderful picture in the mind. Gnome sweat apparently smells like vinegar. That's weird.
Yeah.
What?
And, yeah, so what do you guys think inspired the Stein on this one? The quote-unquote R.L. Stine on this one?
Sorry, I decided to look up. I'm like, what could it mean if your sweat smells like vinegar?
Yeah.
So it can be... influenced by diet, sulfur-rich foods, stress hormones, or medication. Also, diabetes or kidney problems. It might.
Oh, they definitely have kidney problems.
What inspired the Stein? I think just creepy lawn gnomes in general. Because I also think like the King of the Hill episode.
Yeah, it was
where Hank fucking hates it.
Yeah,
Peggy's
and
lawn
Peggy
gnome.
gets one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I'm not a big fan of... I mean, I kind of like lawn gnomes a little bit more than I used to. But honestly, I think this is just very much inspired by gremlins. You know, little mischief makers that can only come out at night. Like Sam said, a neighbor who doesn't like a dog in their yard. That's literally pulled from Gremlins as well.
Oh.
And yeah, I was about to say it's Gremlins. This is inspired by Gremlins. Like there's nothing else. Also, Moose is clearly a ripoff of the character of Moose from the Archie comics. A big dumb character who always talks kind of like this.
Oh.
He doesn't know how to control his own strength. So there you go. So random question time. Do you guys have any?
I don't have any.
What the fuck was he thinking?
Yeah. What was he on this one?
Do you guys like ping pong?
Not really.
I do actually. I really enjoy
I
it.
do as well.
I suck at it.
It's the one thing I can play because
You only need one arm.
yeah.
Yeah, one arm, but two legs.
But I constantly have a backhand
Yeah,
because that's how I
yeah. Thoughts on Rottweilers?
I love them.
They're a very misunderstood breed because people always make them like seem scary and
Yep.
mean.
Well, it's the depiction. In
I think one of the things they kept pointing out was his nub.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
they
like,
constantly pointing that out. I'm like, yeah, I love a dog with a nub.
It's
Though
adorable.
I shouldn't because you know.
it's bad.
Yeah,
Body
It was a
modification.
dock tail. They
Yeah.
did dock it probably,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Nah, they're big sweet dogs.
that
Absolutely,
face.
I
They're-
love Rottweilers.
They're great family dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do need to have a lot of like training, and you need someone that knows how to actually handle dogs.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they can be really sweet.
It's the
and
same
just
thing as
fine.
Huskies. It's
Yeah.
like you have to be very involved with them. With them, German Shepherds, Rottweilers, Mastiffs.
Yeah, working dogs.
yeah.
All these big working dogs.
They need
Like,
to burn energy.
Yep. but they can also be great family pets.
Yep.
They're not good couch potato pets. Like, if you just want a dog to, like, that you only need to walk so they can poop and then, like, go watch shows on the couch and that's it.
Yeah, get yourself a fucking Frenchie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, a Frenchie.
Frenchie, bulldog.
Yeah. Like, you want something that
Pug.
isn't.
Yeah.
Hell, even if you wanted a big one, you could even do a fucking, like, Great Dane. Great Danes are better couch dogs than Rottweilers.
Yeah.
Some pit bulls.
Some pit
Yeah,
bulls.
true.
It
Oh
depends on
my
a pit
god, I
bull.
love pitties.
Yeah.
Pitties are so
Those
cute.
Fucking with their big ass smile.
My therapist has a pitty as a service dog,
Mhm.
and she is the cutest thing. She has her do not pet vest, so I don't pet, but I'm like, I want to pet you.
One of these
Why
days.
can't I touch it? Ever gardened before?
Nope.
A
I
little
do not
bit.
have a green thumb. Well, actually, so here's the thing. Have I ever gardened? Technically, yes, because we had the greenhouse at Dodge
yes.
when they were first implementing it.
Mhm.
But I was terrible at it.
Yes. I didn't get a chance to do it at Dodge, unfortunately.
I overwatered an aloe vera. Yeah, so yeah, I do not have a green thumb.
My plants are my one plant that the teacher gave me at the end of the year last year survived for a good time until Javelinas got to it. So yeah, I was doing a pretty good job until Javelinas got my fucking plant. I'm still pissed at them, but hey, it's nature. I can't be pissed.
They eat plants, like, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They eat everything.
Yeah. I could sometimes do it. I suck at doing things regularly. And
Wait, really?
but it's also like I was able to do it for like a science project in college once.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I grew some green beans of like wood coffee effect the wood coffee effect green bean growth.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or like growth of plants.
That's a fun one.
Since my dad would always use the coffee grounds as like fertilizer.
Oh,
Until he
yeah.
overwatered the plant and killed it.
But that was different.
That's a different
That was
thing.
the water. It wasn't
Oh,
the
yeah.
coffee. It wasn't
Oh,
the
I know.
coffee grounds.
Because yeah, the coffee still grew it. It just didn't like.
Thoughts on lawn ornaments? What do you guys think of lawn ornaments?
I mean, if you,
I like the ones we have in Arizona, like the turtles, the rabbits, like
Yeah, like
The
the desert
weird-
aesthetic ones.
yeah, the desert aesthetic ones that we see like half the time, like swap meet or like on the highways, like people's little
Like the rusted metal looking ones.
yeah. Those ones are cool. I don't like the other ones that are like lawn gnomes,
Like
or-
plaster ones and stuff.
yeah, stuff like that.
see, I'm like, I kind of like it in the sense of like it breaks up mundanity so nicely.
I like a pink flamingo.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I like a pink flamingo.
And it's also like I kind of like it even if it's, especially with how a lot of houses tend to just try to go for like the curb appeal and just value.
Mm-hmm.
I love when shit is gaudy or different or does something beyond just this is what the HOA says is okay.
You know what I like? I like the ones that are the weather ones where like it's the bird and like their wings spin with the wind.
Oh, yeah.
okay,
Those are
yeah.
cool.
I like
Those are
those.
good.
I do like I do agree with Lisa if I like the more like metal or like the more desert
Yeah.
themed ones
Ones
over
that work
plaster.
better in the desert, yeah.
Yeah.
But also I'm not gonna berate someone for having a lawn gnome because fuck it. Like let them have something
Yeah.
to enjoy and do what
Yeah.
they want because
I don't like them personally, but I wouldn't bring anybody else down.
you wouldn't be like at your neighbor being like, you need to take that down.
Yeah.
Thoughts on gnomes in general? Lawn or fantasy based.
I love them.
I do love me a gnome. I love me David the gnome. He's a cool guy.
I kept mistaking like characters for gnomes.
Like who?
He thinks halflings are gnomes.
I don't know why.
Racist.
Goblins
But
are gnomes.
I
Racist.
love my gnome.
Racist.
Metal.
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 Burning
One
metal.
Burning metal. Oh god.
Yeah, I realized that my character could have cooked you alive.
Yeah, would have been amazing. It would have been crazy.
But I like gnomes. They're cool.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's one of those I haven't played one yet, but I'd like to.
The red cap gnomes and Baldur's Gate threw me for a loop, and I love them.
Because it's just kind of funny because like they're just like they're not even really disguised. They're just bah
Yeah.
Yeah.
bah.
Beautiful. But yeah, I was about to say, I like Pathfinder gnomes quite a bit. I think they have pretty deep lore in those ones. Do you think Moose is abused at home?
Yes. Well,
Quite possibly,
not
yes.
physically, but probably emotionally.
I think he's ignored at home.
Yeah, neglect.
I think it's very strict where it can kind of border on it.
Remember how quiet he gets when his dad comes out?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would definitely say there's some borderline, if not physical, definitely emotional abuse going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, like, at least just maybe neglect where he is meeting the kid's physical needs, but is not emotionally caring for his child.
Exactly.
If not straight up emotionally abusing him.
What did being grounded look like for you?
Oh god.
I was not allowed to have any electronics at
Yep.
all.
Yep.
Yep.
I
Yep.
was allowed to read books still because we had a lot of books.
I wasn't
Yep.
allowed to do that.
And that's really about it.
Actually, I probably was. I just
And no
didn't read
TV.
books.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
TV, no video games.
I was allowed to draw and
Yeah.
write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents did the no technology thing, where it's like I could only use my computer if I was typing something up for homework.
Yeah, that's...
Like, if I was using it for specifically school, that was allowed. But if I did anything off of that, I would get in trouble.
Yes.
I don't think I was ever really truly grounded, but I know when I'd get in trouble, it was the electronics that would go.
There was
Game
one
Boy,
ti-
no.
Yeah, there was one time where Paul grounded me, like, and I could not leave the room.
Dang.
Like-
Oh yeah, I wasn't allowed to leave the room either. I was
Yeah.
only permitted to be in my room.
I was allowed to be in the
But I
living room,
couldn't leave the room to do anything but use the restroom. Like, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
my
they're gonna
par-
make you pee in a bottle.
Bro, I was a little shit though. Because, again, the PlayStation, both the PS1 and the PS2, used the same AC adapter
Yep.
to turn on. So it got to the point where my mom had to take the AC adapter because I would be grounded.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, cool, hey, she's gone for work.
Yeah.
I know where all the wires are.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep. I do the same thing. Yep. I know. Oh, my favorite thing with being grounded when I was at my old house, because when I got to high school, I never got grounded.
Yes.
But middle school, elementary school, all that. Yeah. My room at my oldest house, I could directly see into the living room and see and watch TV from right there. So it's like, and I didn't have a door, so they couldn't like force me to close my door. I was still watching TV a little bit. I'd be watching whatever the fuck they were watching, and I could barely hear it, but I'd be like better than nothing.
I mean, that would also be with me too, where it's like my parents, how it used to be with like the room that I would have as like my little like, is that like the couch would be basically against this wall, and where that mirror is, you could see the TV kind of
Yeah.
thing. Where, yeah, it'd be whatever, so probably NCIS or JAG, but
Better than nothing.
yeah,
And final question. Did RL write this?
I would say probably not.
No.
There are no redheads.
Yes.
There's a moral and a lesson to be learned in this story.
Correct.
And RL claims not to like the writing, despite it being pretty decent. 5% chance. Very low percent chance that he wrote this.
Yeah.
Or he wrote like 5% of this.
And there wasn't like a crap character, because
No, Joe was pretty shitty.
Yeah, Joe's pretty
yeah, but
shitty.
he wasn't like that shitty. You know what I mean? Like
He's kind of shitty.
he
Joe
could have
and
been.
Moose
He could have
were-
been worse. Like every other character we've met was like it was constant berating or constant. Like I don't know. To me, it didn't seem that
I don't
bad.
think it necessarily needs to have an asshole character, because Camp Jelly Jam didn't really have an asshole.
Well, I guess you're right. Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
I still don't think he did though, because
I think that the older sister kind of being snooty kind of subs in for that. Like it's older it's siblings.
Yeah.
Sibling is the big one, not a shitty character. It's sibling or a bully.
Mm.
Those are the big ones. And I feel like the sister kind of pulls in there, but she's an older sister, so she can't be annoying. She's more of a obnoxious kind of character,
I'm
and she's not
telling.
that bad. And she is kind of she is quote unquote annoying to Joe. And maybe if I were a 7-year-old boy, being like, yeah, she is annoying,
Yeah.
always having to have things in order. Ugh. But
I feel like Joe and Mindy are kind of autism versus ADHD is a great way. Because she's like, must be in order, must have strict rules,
Yeah.
XYZ. And then Joe is like, I'm gonna do this. And not really, he's got that impulsive ADHD, impulsive hyperactive, if he's just gotta do shit.
fair enough. All right, and time for the cocktail, guys. This time around, it's called the Naughty Gnome. You'll need 1 ounce of Captain Morgan Private Stock Dark Rum, 4 ounces of ginger ale, and 2 dashes of Angostura bitters.
Mm.
So in an old-fashioned glass, you're going to fill it with ice, then put the rum in, then the ginger ale, and finally splash with the bitters at top, stir it, and enjoy. I don't know how it's going to taste because I don't really buy bitters because that feels like a waste of money.
Yeah, you could probably top it off with like a garnish and probably do like some cinnamon on top of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Be pretty good.
Something like that, yeah. It's almost like a, what's it called? A Dark and Stormy,
Yeah.
now that I think about it. That is pretty much just a Dark and Stormy, but with bitters. Alrighty, time for the book report, guys. What did you think of Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, the book where no revenge was had?
It was, again, it was not the worst Goosebumps I've read. I'm going to say that. Like, it was not the worst. But it was definitely one that I had to speed through after a while and kind of have to force myself to finish.
1.5 speed, right?
Yep, 1.5 speed. It does have some really good prose, especially with like the nighttime set. They set the mood really well and do really well. I will agree with you on that, Chris.
Yeah.
But like Moose, again, the fact that I was like, nothing, you had nothing. Why are you here? The fact that the TV show took him out and I did not miss him should say a lot. And I'm going to give it... It was a really, like, overall not a pleasant bump for me, so I'm going to give it 2 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than, like, the false narratives that I put in my own head to make it sound more interesting, right? Like, the dad is the fucking... Is the goddamn...
Is the dick machine.
Is the man.
He's the helper of the neighborhood for all the single moms and whatnot, and, you know... fucking the gnomes and the hag thing, right? It's just like, I felt like we had to be creative for the book.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, both Weiss and Weiss and Sam came up with better ideas for this book that should have been, I feel like Sam, I like Weiss's of, like, digging up. Why is he digging up stuff? Why is he not digging up, like, the gnomes? That'd be a cool thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it, 1 out of 5, coked out moms on a binge out of, bumps.
All right, Weiss.
I am going to give it a 1.5. I didn't have as much fun as I did with other audiobooks, and again, like I said, audiobooks voiced by robots. So
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it was again paycheck for them. They did a great job voice acting, at least for the audiobook. But I was like, I skipped it. I sliced it in two, just 1/2, and actually wanted to do work, and then going and finishing it on my way back home.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Nothing like another Boy Who Cried Wolf inspired story, but this time I didn't think it was as obnoxious because it had some decent pacing and prose. I don't know, guys. I enjoyed the pacing and prose on this one. We complain all we want. But I kind of like this one.
Well, that's the thing. So the audiobook, I didn't get that. So
yeah, yours didn't have that.
Yeah.
Mine had it and had some really good prose to it. But it also just, again, I feel like it was also the voice actor that I had sometimes took away from it too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the gnomes aren't that much of a threat and feel like a cheap alternative to Slappy the Dummy. But I do like this one a bit more than any of the Night of the Living Dummy books. Maybe because the kids are kind of likable. I kind of like them. Except for Moose. Moose should leave.
Moose should be Moose. No, wait. What's the word?
Shoe Moose.
Shoe Moose. Kill him. Just kidding.
Or maybe it's because it doesn't overly focus on the monster at hand and frustrate you with this dumb gaslighting. Like, I feel like the gaslighting isn't as, like, a key factor for me. I didn't feel like it affected me. I don't know. Maybe I was just in a really good mood when reading this book. I gave this one 3.75. Lack of revenges out of 5. Like, I thought it was above average. I kind of enjoyed this one. Like, despite it having some flaws, I still liked it.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I mean, your guys' criticisms, hey, I'll give it to you guys, but I don't know. I enjoyed this one.
I think it was also with me. It was paired to a book that I did really like, and I liked the voice acting a lot more of.
Yeah.
And I know that's not a fair comparison because they're just two very different books, written by very different people. But it's also like, after hearing that and like me wanting to remember, like, go, okay, what's next? What's gonna happen? Okay, to this where I'm like, Mindy, oh no, wait, don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go,
Yeah,
Mindy.
I was just more disappointed of like, is something actually gonna, oh crap, they went the other way. Oh, that's bull. Okay.
That, and I will concede right now, I'm probably a little more sensitive to the gaslighting due to certain things that I'm...
Fair enough.
So
I didn't feel the gaslighting as hard as this one was.
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought. I didn't think the gaslighting was that bad in this one.
I think it was which
I think
one?
it's because
are you guys gaslighting me about being gaslighting?
No,
I legit didn't think the gaslighting was that bad, and that's why I didn't mind it. I think.
Which one was it? Well, like we all felt the gaslighting. I can't remember which show.
God. Which one?
Or no, not show. Which book it was? But we were all just like, damn, the amount of gaslighting to this kid was just like over the top.
You want to know what it felt like though to me?
It was the Birkin Ghost. I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
It felt like just typical one side of the story. So that's why no one's believing the kid. And it's a kid.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
who's going to listen to this asshole?
Oh yeah, Billy. Fucking gnomes came to life.
And he's always known for lying. And I feel like they didn't have... Like, I feel like the problem with Girl Who Cried Monster versus this one with the lying and shit is that the Girl Who Cried Monster, she's doing it maliciously, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Well... He's goofing around with his buddy, and you'd think that Moose would at least be like, okay, yeah, I agree with you. But no, even he's like, dude, it's not funny. And I'm a little more intrigued with that, because it doesn't feel like malicious, I'm torturing my little brother, like in Girl Who Cried Monster versus this one.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too, of like, I can see your point on that one.
Yeah, okay.
But it's also like
Gaslight, Gnome Girl.
Gaslight, Gatekeep, Gnome Boss.
Yeah, there
no
we go.
boss.
No, boss.
All right. Well, that's been the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we had a great time recording it. If you enjoyed what you heard, make sure to join us on Patreon at patreon.com/dbcndmm. $1 a month gets you all these episodes up early, unedited, all the filthy things we say, and all the weird side conversations that might get cut from this one, maybe. I don't know. I kind of liked our side conversations on this episode.
I feel like there's one that's going to get cut, and that's fine.
Yeah. You also get a bonus episode every week, and you get a shout out at the end of every episode like Trey and we. Yes. And if you want to help support the podcast, like, subscribe, leave comments on Spotify. To the person who asked if we're going to read any of the other Goosebump books after the OG ones, probably not. We're probably not going to go into Goosebumps 2000. We're going to... This is not a Goosebumps podcast. This is a kids literature podcast, but I want to stick to a series, so we're going to switch series once we're done with this, with the OG 62. And I still don't know what we're going to go with next.
I have one thought, but we'll cross it. We'll
That's
bring that
because
bridge when
you
we get
want to
it.
read the Myth one.
No.
Oh.
Because that's not kids. Myth
Oh.
Adventures is not kids.
Oh. I
That's
don't
like
know.
young adult. You're not a young adult. Adolescent.
No, it's like straight up adult. Like,
Oh, is it?
Oh, okay.
yeah, like there's a lot of jokes about like
Oh, never mind.
Penis.
how Skeeve wants to like spend time with a prostitute is part of one chapter.
What's your thought, Sam?
My thought was Animorphs.
I don't want to do another big series quite yet.
Fair enough.
Just to
Yeah.
be fair, I want to do something kind of small and maybe ease into either Animorphs or something else.
Because I just thought that would be a good one.
That would be.
considering-
I was thinking Animorphs first, but that's like another series that's got like 50 plus books.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we would do for like the side episodes, or if we'd just be reading 2 books a month kind of thing.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. So, but yeah, that was just my thought.
It's a fair thought. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking, but I was like, I kind of want something shorter just to kind of like pad it out a bit. Let's read Babysitter's Club, the over 100 book series.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you know what? Comment down below, 1, what you thought of Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, and 2, what book series you think we should be reading, because we're past the halfway point
Yeah.
on Goosebumps, and we won't be done until 9/11 of 2027, so
Never forget.
never forget to forget me. Weiss, gnome us out. You're scaring me, Weiss. No, not my pants. No, my underwear.
Anime gnomes.
We didn't make a single reference to underpants gnomes still
No, we
now.
did not.
Look around you. There are many things to see that some would say could never be. These things I know. It's true and I will tell you so. They are there to see if you believe. Trolls and wizards and fairy kings, birds that talk and fish that sing. And if your heart is true, then you